Hello, my name is Don Hicks, and I'd like to welcome you to this little tour of my MrFiddle.com page. I first began writing pieces for beginning violin students and posting sheet music with accompanying MIDI files back in 1998. Since that time, I've created dozens of video play-along karaoke files for violin, recorder, ukulele, and now slide ukulele. Since the beginning of my Mr. Fiddle page, students, parents, and teachers all over the world have been using it to add fun and a change of pace to their instrument studies. In fact, there have been over 5 million visits to my pages since 1998. Let's start our tour with the file that I point all new students to first. It's called Click Here First. Let's take a look. Something you may find useful when you're practicing is the ability to slow YouTube videos down to half speed. You can use this with my play-along videos here by using this little gear button right here that says HD on it. That gives you the clicking that gives you the quality of the picture. If your connection's slow, you can make it a smaller resolution, or you can change the speed. And the 0.5 speed, the half speed, is usually very helpful if you're learning something new. I'll show you how it works. Ready? Play. The 0.25 speed slows down the video, but you lose the audio, so that unfortunately is not that usable. And if you need to speed something up, you can also play with that, but normal and half speed will probably be your best tools in learning something new. Hope that helps. It all began with creation of practice help files for Suzuki violin students, my original beginning violin pieces, and arrangements for beginning string orchestra. Let's take a look at a sample of some of those files. Here's a little tuning tutorial for you. Now, hopefully your violins will stay in tune, but they have a tendency to go out of tune. Now, first, the easy way. Listen to the sound of your E string. If it sounds a little flat like that, you're going to need to turn the fine tuner clockwise. Twinkle variations. Listen. Ready? Play. May song. Listen. Play. Listen. Minuet in G. 1, 2. Number 7, Bourrée. Vivaldi, medium tempo. You'll also be able to play Scales in Space. Here's a short video demonstrating how I would start a violin class. Okay, now we're sitting in orchestral rest position. Our thumb is down the back, fingers on the front. Okay, we're holding our bow with a good bow hold. Let's have a little chair bow. Thank you. Bring your violin straight out. Rotate the easy way. Bring it up on your shoulder. Turn your head to the left. Let's bring that a little higher. A little higher there. There you go. Okay. Good. I like how you can hold that with just get a lot of chin power. Let's hold it right here for a minute. Okay. Now show me a good bow hold. Thumb tip, pinky tip, two friends, Captain Hook. Okay. Bring your bow up, put it on your head. Bring it down. Bring it up like a rocket. Down like a rain. Back and forth like a choo-choo train. Keep it straight. Round and round like a great big sun. Up on your head just for fun. Bring it out over here. There we go. Come in and land like a butterfly on your E string. Okay, now let's keep the hand right here where it was. There we go. Repeat after me. Make sure you start down low. Good, and we want to open up your elbow like that. Right? Yeah, see, you don't want to do that. You want to do open up your elbow, let your wrist bend. Open up your elbow. Good. Good. Rock to your A string. Rock to your D string. Rock to your G string. Good. Okay, bring your hand down. Get your thumb by the one tape there, and keep your wrist back. Now let's do a G major scale. Okay, 2 octaves. You ready? Long bows. Ready? Go. Back in rest position. Have a nice bow. Thank you. My page for recorder players can be found as a link at the top of the MrFiddle.com page, and it also has its own web address, www.rainbowrecorder.com. This is a little tutorial on how to make PVC slides for slide ukulele or slide nylon string guitar. For steel string guitars, you need something made of metal or glass or porcelain, something harder. But PVC works well with the nylon stringed instruments. This is a 3-inch. I've also made them in the past 4 inches. But 3 inches is plenty. It fits in your hand well, the way you would hold any steel bar on a dobro or other slide instrument. And this is how we make it. You can get PVC pipe at Home Depot for about $6 for 10 feet of 1-inch PVC pipe. And this cutter here is it can be had for under 14, and it does a great job. You simply mark off your PVC, and then you find your place where you want to make your cut, and you just begin ratcheting it down. And once you touch, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns. Okay, this is something completely different. We're going to play the ukulele in a totally new and unique way. You know, you're used to holding it like that and putting your fingers down, make chords, and strumming it with your hand. But this is a way that is you don't have to figure out any fingers, any positions on any frets at all. We're going to play it like a slide guitar or like a steel guitar or like a dobro, any of those things. It's the same tuning as what you're used to. The G string, the C string, on the flat there, the E string, and the A string. Now, just with these 3 strings right here, that gives you a C chord. And if you don't play this string, but you play these 3 strings, that gives you an A minor chord. So we can play like a steel guitar or like a dobro or a slide guitar. I have here, this is for a steel guitar. This is a steel bar, and it gives you a nice clear tone, but you don't have to use an expensive steel bar. When I used to teach beginning guitar to my 2nd graders at elementary school, I made a bunch of slides out of PVC pipe that work very well with nylon string instruments. And if you don't have that, you could use a pen. Doesn't have quite as good a sound, and a comb has even less of a good sound, but it kind of works. You could even use a recorder. If you have a recorder and you hold it just right, like that. So I'm going to show you. I'll use this bar here just for demonstration purposes. Now, I don't need that on anymore. Now let's start by learning some of the chords. You've got your C chord here, as we talked about, with those 3 strings, and then if we go up, put the bar. Now notice how I'm holding. I'm not sticking my finger through there because I don't want to get stuck in there. They do make guitar slides that you can wear on your finger. Those would work also. And some people might prefer to play it like this. I play it like this because I used to play pedal steel guitar a long time ago. So I put my hand like that, and I rest my other fingers on the strings behind the bar, and the bar would go right up to the fret. You don't have to push it all the way down. You just hold it down on top of it. So C, C sharp or D flat. This would be a D chord right here. See, no fancy fingers. D sharp or E flat. There's an E chord. F, F sharp or G flat. G, G sharp or A flat. A sharp or B flat. B and C, and then of course it repeats up there. So that's all the major chords. So you can play any major chord with the same 3 strings and just move the bar. And for the minor, you can also hit any minor chord. We'll start with the A minor chord, these 3 strings right here. A minor, A sharp minor or B flat minor, B minor, C minor, C sharp minor, D minor, D sharp minor or E flat minor, E minor, F minor, F sharp or G flat minor, G minor, G sharp or A flat minor, and A minor again. Okay, so for today, I'm just going to show you a couple of little tricks here. You can use these two fingers, rest the palm of your hand here on the top of your uke, and just pluck those 2 strings. I have 1 finger on each string. For right now, we'll just those middle 2 strings. So we can go. Right now, I'm playing a C chord without the high note. And now, if I wanted to go to the next chord, to an F chord, I would put the 2nd dot here, 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the F, and there's the C, and the G chord, 2 more frets above that, and another dot there. You may or may not have a dot. C, and of course you can get the C up here on the 12th fret. So, I'm going to play a little blues here. We're going to start on the C chord. Open strings. Now we go up to the F. The G chord. F. C. Hit the G chord again. Now let's get the C up here. got, that's just real beginning, basic. We can do get a little fancier here, and we'll incorporate this string here. See if I hit these 2 strings, and then I go down 2 frets and go to these 2 strings and walk back up. I can get a little lick in there. Alright, let's try that with the you can also occasionally throw in that A string on it. So you can learn like a lot of different things, and remember, you can try experimenting with different things for a bar. You'll of course get your best tone with something made of metal or glass. The plastic doesn't give quite as resonant a sound, less sustained, but it still works. And you can, as you know, if you have one of these, you can. Let's see how that works on the song. And that's my little introduction on the slide ukulele. Hope you have fun with it. Experiment. Try different slides. See what you can accomplish. And most importantly, have fun. going to finish off with something really different here, and this is mostly for those of you who teach violin and you happen to have a bunch of ukuleles, or ukuleles as they say in your classroom, and you want to use them in helping out, like getting started with the violin. What I do is I get a set of these Martin hard tension classical ball end strings. They're very inexpensive, and what I do is I take the low E guitar string and I use it for the G string, and it's an octave below a violin. And then I take the low A guitar string and I use it for the D. Then I take the low D string and use it for the A. Then I skip the G and I go to the B string. I use the B string for the E. So I don't use the G or high E strings, but it gives you a very nice tone. And it's about the same scale length on a soprano uke as a violin. So your fingering is pretty much the same as it would be on a violin. And you can play it with a pick if you want. You can play chords. You can play it with your thumb and finger. So I call it a ukulele. I don't know if it's ever been done before, but I figured this out and I kind of like the way it sounds. Alright, now I'm going to show you something that I've never shown you before. Okay?
I made up a song.
Oh, okay, let me hear it. Excellent. Wow.
It's like a Twinkle Twinkle variation.
Yes.
That's kind of what I was
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
That's
Now I'm going to show you something we've never talked about. I'm going to show you how to make.
Is the video recording right now?
The video's recording.
Wow.
Okay. Take your one finger, put it on the A string, on the first fret, and take your two finger and put it on the E string in the low 2 position, like that.
Here?
Well, you want to get it in the box there. Yep. Yes. And now do this. Yeah. Try using the backs of your fingernails. Now go up with your thumbnail.
Right.
Yeah, down with these fingers, up with your thumb. Yeah, there you go. Okay, when you go up with your, this is how you can do this. Listen. See if you can just kind of keep your fingers like that, like you're holding a pick. Yeah, there you go. Takes a little practice. Good. All right, now that's a G chord.
Ooh,
Okay.
fancy.
Now we're going to make a C chord, and all you have to do is move each of these fingers over one string. So put your one finger on the D string and then your two fingers. That's a C chord. There's probably a few songs you can play with just a G and a C chord. And see how fast you can change it back to a G chord.
Wait, I'm still working on it.
Okay, you're doing great. There you go. Excellent. Okay, how fast can you change back to a C chord?
Oh, too far.
That's all right. Awesome. Thank you.
As soon as you said that, I just like immediately switched.
You did great. Thank you so much. And wave to the people.
Hello, people.
I hope you've enjoyed watching this little preview of MrFiddle.com. I only had time to show you a few of the many pages, files, and links found inside. My Play by the Chords Country and Play by the Chords Blues are a good place to go when beginning to learn about improvising on the violin. I also have 3 other sections on improvisation. There's a 3-octave G scale and arpeggios link, and a link also for the 2-octave scales asked for by many middle school orchestra directors. Black Violin asked me to create some files to go along with their summer online YouTube masterclass. I arranged many fun songs for violin and string orchestra during my years as an elementary orchestra teacher. I've published dozens of my original pieces at sheetmusicplus.com. There are many original recordings available on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, etc., in a variety of styles. I also give online violin lessons, so please click on the online violin lesson link at the top of the page if you are interested. Please take time to check out anything you're interested in. Thank you for watching.
You gotta wake up.
Here, hold your bow. Hold your bow. There we go. Oops. Gotta hold your bow on. Good! You did good! Yay! Twiggy, have a bow. There we go. Thank you.